just say this. There was a time where black, I mean, because I love black, but
Yeah.
all I wore, do you remember that, Tamika?
Yes, I remember that.
I know somebody
And brown. Everything.
I never
was
see you
black.
wear black right
And
now, Carla.
I changed.
But she
I
changed.
changed. I
She did.
changed.
Yep.
But I used to wear black
All the time.
But I felt
Every day.
comfortable.
All the
Like
time.
comfortable in black.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mind Our Business podcast, where we dive into the world of entrepreneurship. You'll hear inspiring stories from all of us. Here, you'll receive real talk, real life, and real business. Today, we are going to explore the color theory and the psychology about how people perceive us before you even open your mouth. But first, let's do our introductions.
Well, my name is Dr. Carmen, and I am your go-to PhD for menstruation mindset coaching and perspective shifting group experiences.
And I'm Carla Shahid, the realtor, as well as certified real estate planner, where I help people build, protect, and transfer wealth through real estate.
And I'm Simona Jenkins. I am known as Mona Vintage, a personal stylist and a personal shopper, curating looks with you in mind.
Hey everyone, I'm Gigi Garcia. I'm the owner and director of Moves Dance Studios and Vibe Together.
And I'm your girl, Tamika, your favorite recreation therapist, specializing in inclusion and adaptive recreation, always advocating for those with disabilities as well as our senior population.
Yes, yes. So, ladies, before we get into the color theory phenomena and how people perceive us, let's do a quote from Dr. Queen Afua. The ancients
I
understand.
love her, by the way.
Me too.
I love her.
Oh my God.
Everybody needs to know who Dr. Queen
Yes,
Afua
yes.
is. Okay, sorry, Simone.
It's all good, girls.
Okay.
The ancients understand that what you place on your body temple is of great significance. This is why we must wear our clothes consciously. Wearing our various colors keeps us emotionally and mentally balanced, joyous, and healthy, both individuals and as a part of a collective world. Color is what reminds us that we are expressions of ourselves and not clones.
That's so good. That's
What
a
y'all
good
think
one.
about that quote?
I think it's definitely true because my favorite color is blue. So it's just something about when I put like a blue on and I'm stepping out, I just feel like calm. I feel alive, especially when I see other people in blue. I'm attracted to them naturally because it's one of my favorite colors. So absolutely, colors can make a difference.
We will dive into all those colors shortly. Blue is the number one color amongst men and women as a
Really?
favorite across all the
Blue
continents.
is gorgeous.
Blue is the
It
number one
represents
favorite
a
color.
lot of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Interesting.
I personally relate to that quote because I feel like the colors you put on also represent the mood you're in.
Absolutely.
So, like when I wear all black, I feel powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like I walk in a room and I'm like, yeah, you know who the boss is. Okay. But you know, like when I feel happy and relaxed and it's sunny, I want to be outside. Bright colors, you know, you're happy, you're joyous, you have a lot of energy. And it also affects the people that see you in those
Right.
colors as well. So the eye definitely catches colors immediately. So that's a good quote.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good
And I really like that Dr. Afua, she recognizes that our bodies are temples, right?
Yep.
And so with a temple, it deserves respect.
Yes.
It deserves reverence. And so she's talking about that in terms of being very conscious about what we're putting on our temple.
Okay.
And so I just really, really love that piece. And also that she says that colors really help us express our uniqueness
Yeah.
and our individuality. And I really, really love just her take on colors in general. So thank you for that quote.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that was
also
a good
think too, like what works for you may not work for me. Like it's not universal. Like what I feel best when I'm in my particular style, not what someone else wants me to wear.
That's
You know,
right.
I just
We are not clones.
we're
That's
not
what she said.
clones. Yeah,
That was her
exactly.
word. We
We're
are
each
not clones.
individuals.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. Yep. That's
So
a good one.
color helps us uniquely express ourselves. So let's talk about some of the primary colors. Blue is the number one color, as I said, amongst men and women. And blue is associated with the sky,
Yes.
calming, refreshing. Think about the ocean, recharging. People feel really, a lot of banks use it in financial institutions for trusting. Law firms, people feel safe with blue. It is absolutely a safe color. And then we get into our other primary colors like red and black as our logo. Red is associated with love, passion,
Oh yeah.
aggression, strength, love. I mean, all the colors have double meanings, but powerful. It says, hey, look, think about stop signs. Look, stop. Look at me. I am bold. I am in charge. And look at me now. You see me here. You see me. You stop. You see me.
Yeah.
Stop light, stop sign.
Right.
And then black, one of the number one colors people actually fashion. Oh, I'm going to cover myself because black is very bold. It's sleek. It has a double meaning as well. People do look at it as Wall Street, men in black, a woman in a power suit. Women always request a little black dress because it, it conceals and reveals. So black is very powerful. It's also black and red are the number two sports cars that people pick.
Yeah.
Black and red, very racy and edgy at the same time.
Yeah. I
Awesome.
can see that. Yep.
Yes. And then we get into our colors like yellow, a burst of sun, energy. People feel really good and vibrant when they see yellow. They put it into some gym rooms to incite that energy. But people feel warm and fuzzy once they see the color yellow. And then we get into orange, as Carla is wearing here.
We gotta
Orange
dub
is a little
that.
bit warmer, and it's a derivative of yellow and red together, but it's warm, it's trustworthy. It's a little bit spicier
It's
than yellow,
spicy.
but it's
Yep.
very
Spicy.
It's spicy.
You look spicy. You're doing it right. So pumpkin spice, thank you. So orange is a very safe color, and people feel like you're semi-grounded in orange. Okay. And then we have green, refreshing, like eco-friendly. Think of spring after fall comes. Green is a color that it's, trees, grass. A lot of companies
Nature. Yeah.
use it in their logos for eco-friendly. Even some banks associated with money.
Yeah.
And green is a very recharging color. People
Yeah.
feel safe with green.
Yeah.
Carmen is killing it in that
Yes.
greens.
So nice. It's beautiful. It's my favorite
And then
color.
we have pink, which is youthful and playful and associated with a lot of women, little girls. But when we get into this hot pink, as Tamika has on, it's a little bit spicier. It says, I'm here, I'm
Yes.
grown. I've actually graduated from pink.
That's
But
right.
I am
You mean light pink?
fuchsia, magenta,
Oh,
fuchsia,
okay.
but it's here. I'm in charge, I'm bold, but you still see me, but I'm in my feminine
Ooh.
area. And a lot of
go
companies
girl.
use that for
Yeah.
products.
Yeah.
Feminine colors, pink, breast cancer awareness, the lighter pink. And then we have Gigi's color. She is considered like a mixed pot. So this would say orange, pink, creams, different colors saying when people look at her, they perceive her colors as she's vibrant. She's multifaceted, probably a creative, even hence the hair color. She would be perceived before she opened her mouth as a creative person with multicolors and kind of
All that.
considered a fun person.
All
And
that.
I'm in a chartreuse or lime colored suit,
It's
and that is something people would say, oh, she's fun, she's probably approachable. And this is a mix between yellow, a little bit deeper, a little bit of green in here. So it's also a refreshing, grounding color.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love
They
it.
look great.
That's so, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so relatable. It's like
It is.
every one of those colors. You think like, okay, you're right. Banks do associate with that.
Yeah.
Eco-friendly, organic, nature. Graduating and like energy and like spicy, Carla. Okay. Right? Like
Yeah.
it's
Simone, I am surprised that blue was the number one color.
I was
thought
surprised
red
too.
would be.
I thought red was too. Yep.
Because I've always heard that people are just attracted to red. You walk in a little red dress and people are like, wow.
That's it.
So I was
Yeah.
actually
Well,
surprised.
red has a double meaning.
Yeah.
So all colors do, but red is like it's love, passion, but also anger, aggression. And then some people are really drawn to it, and some people like it in small doses, like a little bit of lip,
Yeah.
maybe just a purse, blood. I mean, they have other things, danger, aggression. So everyone is not drawn to it, but it is definitely eye-catching and stopping. But it does say, when you're thinking about logo and business, we're here, we're bold, look
Yeah,
at us,
passion.
stop, we're passionate, we have love, we mean business, and things of that nature. So as we just go through the color, we'll even brown shows that people are grounded to the earth.
Yeah.
It's a safe color. It's understated, but also still sexy, and a safe color.
Sexy,
So if people have on all black, people are less likely to approach them and say, I don't know. But if you say, oh, she has some green,
that's
she looks like a
true,
fun.
girl.
She's fun.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
fun. She's
Yeah,
vibrant.
that's true.
So people really look at you, and come up with the idea before we even open our mouths.
Okay.
So let's get into our questions today.
Okay.
So how do you think colors influence the first impression in business?
In business?
Sorry, I'm gonna say relationships. Like, what's going on?
Okay, good. One more. Do it one
Sorry.
more time.
Okay. So how do you ladies feel how colors influence your first impression in business, relationships, or personal style?
Now I'm gonna say this. So the year that I was trying to kind of revamp myself and get myself together, and I was looking at all these podcasts, the men in the podcast said that red was the color. So I wore red every day. Every day.
Did it help?
No.
No, okay. Okay.
No, I guess it did help, but I wore red every day because I was like, okay, this is what people like. I had the red lip on, or I had a red color on. Now, it definitely was catchy. It definitely was catchy. So I think that people do gravitate. I think men do gravitate towards red. I wore a red dress one time at a little party, and they was coming down. They was coming. She's coming. They was coming.
Okay.
They was coming around the house down. It was coming.
Wow.
But, okay. But so I do believe in, that red was just a pop, and men were gravitating toward it. Although my husband is not a red guy.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, he's not a red
We're
guy.
not clones. The individual.
Exactly.
Everybody. It's something for everybody.
Yeah.
In the color wheel, in the color spectrum. Anyone else?
So I would say, like in business, though, I think business has taken a shift because before in business it would be blue, black, and maybe some browns, but for the most part, blue and black, that navy. Now I'm seeing in business where, we're branching out. Like you can wear more color and things like that. It's more acceptable. And I think this is just in the past, 5 or 6 years. I remember you telling me you should add some color. But I was trained in business to wear navy
Basic.
or
Right.
black, white, just very, very basic. So for me, this is all new to wear so much color.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it shows that you're approachable, friendly, maybe more open to a potential client. And that's what you have to say. Even in your business, parents will say, oh, she looks like a fun instructor. She's so colorful. Or even, you're more approachable
Right.
in your
See,
field.
mine is, people with disabilities. And so I use blue. I use blue and golds because blue is calming. I work with a lot of people with mental health.
Yes.
So we always use the color blue. It's just calming. It's grounding.
It's safe.
Right. And so that is definitely my logo.
Well, you guys know I own a dance studio, right?
Right.
So let me tell you the difference between when you walk into my business versus you walk into my home. So because I serve both genders, so boys and girls, so the colors that I decided to brand with was black, purple is the main one because
Creative.
that's definitely creative, royalty, you know what I'm saying? So the kids will walk in there feeling like they're being catered to because that's what it is.
Nice.
And also the other one was a charcoal gray. So it helps balance the two, purple and black. And then when you come into my house, whereas, it's very calming here because my whole style in the home is very boho. So everything is natural tones,
Naturals.
earth tones. I have so many plants in there and everything is just
Green,
very
earthy.
green.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when you come into my home, you just want to relax.
Right.
Yes.
Whereas you walk into my studio, you want to be
Pumped up.
you pumped up and you want to be
Yes.
creative.
Okay.
So that's how it does. Color is very important because
important.
it definitely helps and accelerate how you vibe and move your mood and your energy So, I mean, color is everything.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know, use the color.
But you
Use
answered the
color.
next question. Do you think colors can shift your mood? Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Instantly.
And attract clients.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you
Instantly.
feel that in your line of business, Dr. Carmen?
I feel in general that colors can shift our moods. Like there is a color, I think it's called coral, but whenever I wear it, I get so many compliments.
Really?
Yes, people talk about, oh, that looks so good on you.
Orgy one?
Yeah, yes, it's like a coral color, and maybe something around it goes well with my skin tone. You know, I'm not really
It does
sure.
go with the-
But people seem to talk to me more when I'm wearing that color. Like they, yeah, they seem to be.
Family, so you are seeming open and willing to, and they use that at conferences for business too. But yeah, coral is part of the orange family. Of course, this is mixed with orange and white to create
Okay.
that creamy peachy tone. So
Nice.
very safe color and approachable.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Green.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than Kelly green, but I like all shades of green.
Yeah.
It's just eco-friendly. I mean, green also too. People even think when people are naive, they say, "Oh, they're kind of green." Green is really a refreshing and just, open for different things. Even the color gray you mentioned, gray, neutral space. You can go either way, but you're adaptable. So it's a safe color. People do feel good. And purple too. Back at it took a lot to make purple with the blues and red. So it was considered royalty. A lot of churches use purple.
That's
and
what I
some,
noticed. Yes.
fraternities use purple. So purple is the creative.
Friends are, yep, them
Now,
friends.
you mentioned gray, and I want you to key into this. I noticed that when I a while back, first started in real estate, everything was a neutral color in the homes. And then they went to the grays, a lot of grays. And then my first home was a lot of grays in the home.
Yeah.
Now the change is like every single room has a different color.
Yeah.
Right.
But is there a difference
Absolutely.
now? Do you tell your clients, say, you know what, I think you need to do all this color for the
Yeah.
open
So
house?
now it's more like a clean, fresh white look.
Oh,
So
back
like
to
a
white.
shade
Back to
of
white.
white. Yeah, with some color. Grays are still in, but the light colors.
Okay.
But it does. I mean, it's a trend. So they have housing trends in terms of like, decor.
Absolutely. Everything has a trend and
Everything.
links to color. And white also brightens the mood, makes the space look bigger.
Yeah.
Things look clean.
lot of
White is considered so fresh and so clean.
So fresh.
Purity. Think about weddings,
Yes.
brides,
Yes.
white. So white is a color. And so white reflects off every color in the color wheel. As black absorbs every color in the color wheel.
Oh,
So it
that's
just
right.
depends on what you want to give that day or how you're feeling that day. But a lot of times, if you are feeling down, the color, a different color will make you feel so good. Or if I'm in a bloaty or sad mood, I'm like, I don't want to wear a color today. I just want to be cozy in my black, So it just,
Yeah.
it really does change the mood. If you try something on, even when I tried this on, I was like, oh, okay.
That's
right. I'm
fresh.
feeling
You
good.
look
Maybe
good.
the sun is shining today. I wear this. So
Yeah.
yes, it can definitely change our moods.
Now, even Simona, when it comes to makeup, for us women, right? The different color lips. You're like, oh, I'm feeling like a red lip today, or I'm feeling like a pink lip, or a neutral lip. And I've heard that a lot from people.
Yes. So speaking of lip color, I did look at a recent doctors talk about lip colors, and a lot of women love red because it is attracting to the opposite sex. But now there's been a shift. Men are saying nudes and
Yes.
mauves
Yes.
are understated, and it highlights the natural lip lines, and it is not so pow in your face,
Yes.
but it is actually, pretty and just kind of highlight even a nude outfit. People would consider tan nudes boring, but it actually shows the silhouette of your body, and it kind of makes somebody go, are they dressed or
Mysterious.
it's
Yeah.
mysterious? And it's understand, but it's not overbearing. So
Right.
that's a very nice shift. But pink, mauve, nude, peachy lips are definitely
that
have
makes
men
sense.
have
The in
opposite.
thing.
It's the in
Yeah.
thing. They like that.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to pop out and stand on
Pop it out.
you throw on that red lip. And I throw on my red lip here and there too when I really want to,
When you want to call them.
When you want to shine.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
everything has a trend. So if your personality was a color palette, what colors would be in your guys' palettes?
Oh, if your personality was a color palette.
I would be red because I think I'm bold. I'm in your face. I am who I am. I'm not concerned about what other people think, and so I'm kind of like that kind of bold person. And then I would say definitely black because I feel like I'm very strong.
Yes.
Strong-minded as well. So I would say those two, but then I have to go to my blue because when I'm working, I'm very calm. I'm very accommodating. I'm very open. I build rapport very fast with my clients. And so people feel like they can talk to me. They can tell me anything.
Yes.
And so I think that would be my.
Okay,
My
so
three
you've been
colors
using
out of
color
the
theory
palette.
already.
Oh,
Not
yes.
even, yes,
Yes.
great. Great. And you as well, in your business, your line of business.
Well, yeah. So I feel like when I'm in my alpha state or in my alpha woman, purples,
Yes.
a lot of browns too. When I go to the studio, I wear a lot of black and then divide it with a bright color. So they know I'm serious, but at the same time, I'm still fun, upbeat, and, energetic.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And that's what it's giving. Yes.
Mhm.
And your clients seem to receive that.
Exactly.
I would say mine would be black.
Mhm.
I'm just drawn to black and I feel comfortable in black. And sometimes black is understated and I feel like I can be understated sometimes as well. But then also I feel green because I do feel like I'm attracted to it first and foremost, but I feel like it's grounding to me. It makes me feel good. It makes
Yeah.
me think of like the trees, the plants, but then also like money, wealth. Like, it's
I
just
love
right,
it.
right? So I'm just attracted to it, and I just think green is beautiful. So
It is.
I think so too.
All shades
Very
too.
refreshing.
Well, I just love this idea of connecting our personalities to a color wheel, to our personal
Yeah.
color wheel. I just absolutely love that. So I think for me, green would definitely be on it. I'm earthy, I'm, grounded. Green to me also represents new beginnings and sort of rebirth and being reborn, and starting over. So I love that for green. I think that coral color would be in my palette.
For sure.
Just because I don't know, I think it's warm and invigorating at the same time. And I also think that blue would be in my palette as well. I'm a water sign, I'm a Pisces.
Okay.
And so many people tell me that they feel more calm in my presence. And I think that blue is just sort of calming. So those would be my three.
Yeah, I love that. That's
Yeah.
a nice color palette.
What about you?
Yeah, and my color palette definitely green. I love gray as well. And I also love orange. The gray, I'm kind of a neutral person and I can kind of go with the wind left and right too. But green is again refreshing, renewing, and I'm drawn to it, all shades of green, Kelly, lime, chartreuse, whatever, any kind of hunter, all types of green. So, and then orange is just like a little bit deeper than yellow. It's bright. Every time I go on vacation, I go, oh my goodness, I have so many orange cover-ups or dresses or bathing suits. I am like, okay, I gotta change this out, or too many greens. I'm actually naturally just drawn to those colors. Even my old home had orange decor and orange bases. Now I'm kind of on a neutral palette too in my home, more silvers, mixed metallics, creams, just kind of want to calm it down because I live a very busy, racy life and it's very colorful. So I do like to come home and have peace and kind of a blanker space and that's what's going on outside of that. So definitely those colors will be in my
That's true.
color
I
palette.
agree with yours.
I think in addition to the colors that you prefer yourself, your skin tone, like you were saying, people's skin tones pull out certain colors. So certain colors just look good on certain things as well. Yeah. So we really, I guess, kind of got to figure out like who, when people are attracted to you, when people are telling you like stay keen to those colors.
Yeah,
Yes, and you hear that all the time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sometimes you may not see that you look good in this color, right? But then it just pops off your skin tone.
Right.
And then when we're melanated, you can wear almost any color, but your undertone does drive that. So if you have a red undertone or a blue undertone or even hair colors, and they color match you at certain salons or makeup places, hold up the chart so we can see what colors look great on our skin. And you try things on and you just don't feel safe. But also when individuals don't feel great and might be too bright for someone, you can also do a lime bag or a lime pump in, something darker or even a shirt or something, with a print in there, just to add a little bit if people are not safe. Or sometimes this might be bold for a
Yeah, I was gonna
client.
say bold.
Yeah, now, if I meet someone in my line, I used to meet them in mostly black or something very toned down, business casual jeans, a top, something more friendly. But if I came like this all the time, they might say, whoa, this is too much for me. So I always tone myself down, and it shows I'm more approachable in that area too. Because if they see sometimes you're glammed up all the time, time it may be semi-intimidating.
Mhm.
So I try to, go neutral and more casual. But this would be if I was at a fashion show or doing a business conference and talking to people or selling my business
You
to.
wanna pop.
I want to stand out, speaking to women. Women are always using pink for their conferences. So something like, so that, oh, okay, I see you, you got on green. That's different. And it's drawing to the eye and it shows that I'm friendly, I'm open
Yeah.
in that capacity.
Nice.
Yes. So now that we have discussed the color psychology and how colors affect us, our moods, and how individuals perceive us, let's get into the outfits, ladies. So we'll start with Miss Tamika, our favorite recreation therapist. Hot pink. She's in a business casual look. We shopped her closet for this and added a couple Mona Finish accents to her accessories. But she is ready to go meet a client for a brief business meeting. She looks fun. She's vibrant. She's covered up, but she is ready to handle business. She's bold, feminine, and letting them know she is here and she means business.
Ooh,
Yes.
wear that pink, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun. And then we have Miss Gigi here, dance director, a mixed pot, a multifaceted, fun girl, all the colors, blue, cream, hot pink, orange, blue hair, green hair. She's fun, okay? Y'all get it. She's fun, but she's open and so children, adults, parents, anyone, she looks very approachable that they can come up to her and ask her a question and she'd be ready to turn around and talk. But she still means business.
All the time.
And we have it's Carla. She is ready for a cocktail hour in her orange dress. She's bold, but she means business. She has her nice gold accessories on, her Mona Vintage. And she has her midi dress, which shows the bodice of her body. It's over the knee, still professional, a closed toe animal print, which is considered a neutral. The snakes can go with anything. And she is here and ready to mingle, and she means business. If anyone's looking to buy a property, yes. And we have Dr. Carmen, the hottest wedding guest at the
Yes.
wedding.
Absolutely.
The refreshing green. She's here. She is refreshing and she's bold. She has a nice one-arm Grecian look, pleated. Shows the waistline, covers the bum that drapes over her body beautifully, complements the skin tone. She has on Mona Vintage accessories. And she is here and she is one of the best dressed wedding guests. And she still means business if you need to book an appointment on the side. And I'm here in my bright lime chartreuse color and ready to take clients and letting them know that I'm fun, energetic, and we can go left and go right, we can go up and down, but I am here and open and ready for business.
All right.
Thank you. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
Very informative. Like really informative.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there too that have never related the colors to those particular moods or looks. So definitely
Yeah.
rewind this and take notes. Yeah.
Yes. Like you're not feeling good, try to add some color.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, you're right.
I heard just even if you put like a color palette in your shoe, it could affect your mood. Like you could put red in your shoe. Like if you're like going on an interview or something, I heard that before. Like if you
Wow.
put that, like just have it somewhere, even if it's like your underwear, just something, have that color on
Passion.
you.
You mean
Yeah.
you mean put it in your shoe?
Yeah,
like
in your
actually,
shoe.
like a
And
piece
the
of
inside.
paper.
Like in the
or something?
inside.
that's
even
what
if it
it
was,
was.
like,
I was
even
like,
that. I swear.
That's
like
a good one.
Yeah.
But some people say too, a red sofa will invite love into their home or in their bedroom, or different symbolisms and purple
That's
energy
true.
and the richness. So color has all types of
Right.
connections to psychology and how people perceive, or you go the opposite partner sees and said, hey, look at her. Oh, she's caught my eye in these colors. And we look vibrant, we look energetic, and it's not closed off to those individuals or clients.
So let me just say this. There was a time where because I love black, but
Yeah.
all I wore, do you remember that, Tamika?
Yes, I remember that.
I know somebody.
And brown.
Everything.
I never
was
see you
black.
wear black right
Yeah.
now, Carla.
I changed.
But she
I
changed.
changed. I
She
changed.
did. Yep.
But I used to wear black
All the time.
But I felt
Every day.
comfortable.
All the
Like
time.
comfortable in black.
Yeah.
Well, most people
I get
say
it.
black is their number one color.
Yeah.
And I ask why. They go, I don't know. I feel safe. I can, I
Yeah.
feel like it covers it up. And
Yes,
certain
yes.
colors, all black sometimes covers up too much. It may cover your whole butt. You know, I mean, they cover your hips. So, I mean, it does conceal,
Yeah.
but it depends on the material, the colors. But people don't even know why, but they do largely feel safe in
Yeah.
black clothing. And
I
feel
felt
sexy,
comfortable.
and they feel comfortable or feel like, you know.
Yeah.
So black is definitely.
You remember that? How you was always
Oh,
like
yes.
trying to bring color in.
Yes, I
and-
said, no, you gonna wear this.
Right,
You
exactly.
gonna wear that.
Exactly.
And I even said to Carly,
You have to get used to
I
it.
think your clothes are too loose.
She
You know,
told me
you're in
that,
nice
yes.
shape. I think you should wear things a little more.
She was
children.
like, "Why are you adding 5 or 10 pounds to you? Like, stop wearing these shirts."
Oh,
Yeah.
so
It
you
was
gotta
like-
be
she
mindful about adding that
She
weight.
wore
I
Dockers, a
did
dull brown a lot, like Docker type of pants, and they were pleated. And I'm like, you know, before we add the color, like let's get this silhouette together. But she has it's
Really?
invited color in. She's vibrant. They love it. Her real estate card has the coral melon.
Wait, your blazer was
She has
coral.
advanced.
Yeah, you're pretty. Okay, you come
Listen,
up,
me.
Carla. Okay,
So
thank
they-
God.
Okay, so you have helped me. You have
Yes.
helped me come a long way, and actually, I feel more I feel comfortable in the
Yes.
colors and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't
but there
really
was
see
a
you in black
point-
anymore.
I
Rarely,
exactly.
rarely.
Yeah.
Very.
But this reminds me of on the business side, if someone is thinking about starting their business and they're looking at logos and the colors
Yeah.
for their business, they should really think about the industry that they're in and
Oh,
who
that's
they're
true.
attracting and who they're serving.
Mhm.
Don't necessarily use your favorite colors. Mine just so happened to be mine
Right.
favorite color, but you know, look at the industry that you're in and kind of try to match that color that will draw those type of, you know, those clients to you.
That's
the people
true.
that you're serving.
That's
You
very
switch it
important.
up a little bit too, because everyone knows blue is safe now. We all know that. They
Yeah.
try to add a different color to that logo because the logos are very, just like McDonald's uses red and yellow.
Yeah.
You know, Netflix red. Oh,
Yeah.
look at me. A lot of H&M shop. I mean, a lot of Apple is all white with the black, meaning
It's sleek.
business open but sleek. So look at the different logos and see the meanings behind it because that's very important. A lot of makeup gals use pink. Fashion lines use pink. Breast cancer awareness, different things. So you definitely want to look at that industry, and you can spice it up and try and see if you receive a different response, even on a date.
Right.
Switch it up. You know, see what's received. I know jewelry and accessories is attractive to the opposite.
But men, don't they like to see women with color? Like
Men
some.
They love colors.
It depends
Because
on
I know a lot
yeah.
of guys that love.
Most men love color. Like
Yeah.
that percentage said 80% of men love color.
Yes, I know that. for
Even though
sure,
studies
yeah.
show men are colorblind. A lot of studies show
But
they
they
love
love
color.
Taylor that, huh?
Yes, they
They
love
like
color, but they're attracted to it, and it's also a conversation piece for your clients, for your first date, for a cocktail hour. Oh, you're looking nice. For a wedding guest, you look nice. Are you here
Yes.
alone? You know,
Yes.
are you? You know, so
But,
it's
okay,
very
so let me
inviting.
just ask you this. So, because I would not pick this for a cocktail party, I wouldn't pick this like for a business cocktail hour,
In the
with this-
summertime,
even in the summertime, because I would do probably like a dark color. So,
Really?
but
In the summertime?
in the summer.
well, because normally
But you're
cocktail-
going backwards, Carla. We don't want you to go back.
But
Come
listen-
from the light. Get into the
Okay,
light.
I know.
happy hour. It's date is still early evening.
No, usually cocktail. Well, yeah, I guess cocktail hour can start at 4 or whatever, but that's where the little black dress comes in, right?
But in
But
the
now that's-
summertime, you got the
No,
pop.
yeah,
Carla.
but
no,
it is a stand.
You said the summer pop.
Business though, but a business. If I was going to a business
No, that's
mixer
true.
cocktail party, this would not be my go-to. I would go with
Okay.
a darker color.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can also add a blazer if you would like to, but you
Yes.
can't put black or
Yes.
orange. Now we're in
No.
Halloween.
Yes.
So we have to tone it down. But if you were in another place, Dallas, Texas, so anyone, you'd be on a rooftop having a mixer.
Got it.
Midday,
Yeah.
sun shining, somewhere
Yeah.
warm in an area like
So it
this.
depends the time of the day too,
Yes,
right?
right, and the location.
Okay.
But summertime fun, so we're into spring and we're into summer. So we might as well show these vibrant colors and show
Yeah.
that we're approachable, open for business, open for mingling,
Yeah.
open for cocktails and red wine.
Yes.
Now, I must say that when I walk into a room and I see a bunch of colors, the color that pops to me is white. So if I see someone in white, I'm like, wow, that looks so pretty to me.
It's
And
clean.
it's very clean.
Yeah,
It's very
crisp.
like, I'm boss, like I'm here.
And I
You
got
know,
baptized
yeah,
in
I'm
white.
like,
I
in my first
I'm an angel.
And white doesn't look good on everybody. Like
No.
white is a hard color.
It is.
It
Yeah.
shows everything.
Yeah, it shows everything.
it shows everything the
Yes,
outfit
And it
does.
can
I
have
hear you.
towns too.
Yeah.
But
it
you
can also
have
be
no
clean and
right
sleek.
though. It's
Yes,
pretty.
and that's-
It's
yeah.
pretty.
My
white parties are
my
beautiful.
mom told me now when I when you put me in the grave, make sure I got white on. I said, okay, mama. Okay. Like she loved her white. She's like, I want to be in the casket with white on. I said, okay.
Aw.
Yeah, very angelic. So yeah, I had a
Right.
lot of meetings. Again, blank, clean, crispy. You know,
Yes.
there's white parties.
Crispy.
White parties, yeah. People
Yeah.
love white. So yes.
White party.
Yes.
White parties.
Forgot about that.
Yes.
That's very.
Or nowadays, people are tired of white, so we're doing color parties.
I'm
I've
so
been to a
sick of
yellow
it.
party.
I'm so sick of it. Oh my gosh.
A lot of people are sick of
white
it.
parties too.
No, what about orange party? Green, yellow. I've been invited to
Purple.
blue parties, different
Yeah.
themes now. So we're just trying to, because it's an energy shift.
It is.
It's versus walking into an all black. So it helps energy. It helps depression a lot of times. So
Yes.
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
So after we have talked about all of our colors and the psychology, we have a challenge for our audience this week.
Challenge.
Color your week. So choose your color, select the energy this week, surround yourself with it or put it on, and see how your response is. And please put it down in the comments. Let us know if people received you, or did your energy or mood shift? And do you feel better when you tried a different color palette this week?
I
Yeah.
like that. It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
Before we go, we want to give a shout out to Brother Percy Robinson of Probe Media for taking care of us.
Yes.
Thank you, Percy.
Thank you, camera, and making us all look amazing.
Yes.
Until the next episode, stay true to yourself, color yourself, and make sure that we
Mind our business. Bye, y'all.
Bye.